Good day, everyone. I'm just C. Fernandez, and today I will discuss to all of you how to classify algebraic expressions according to the degree and number of terms. As we go along to our discussion, we will encounter some different terms such as variable, constant, degree, monomial, trinomial, multinomial, quadratic, linear, geodesic, octic, and many others that we will define later on. But first, let us define what is an algebraic expressions. Well, algebraic expressions is a variable, a constant, or a combination of both, which may be related by any of the four fundamental operations. When we say four fundamental operations, these are the additions, subtractions, multiplications, and divisions. Next, let us unlock ourselves to variables. When we say variables, these are symbols or letters that may take one or more than one value. So, sinasabi na ito ay mga simbolo o mga letra tulad ng A, B, C, D ng ating alphabet. But in mathematics, we always use X and Y. Next, let us define what is a constant is. Constants, these are numbers that have fixed values. So, ang mga constant daw ay ang mga numbers o ang mga numero na alam natin tulad ng 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, na may mga exact values. Let's move. Algebraic expressions are named according to the number of terms. So, ang algebraic expressions ay pwedeng pangalanan according sa kanilang numero ng kanilang terms. Una, monomial. Monomial is an algebraic expressions with only one term. Come from the word mono means one. Next, binomial. Binomial is an algebraic expression with two terms. So, may clue po siya. Pag tinawag natin binomial, bi means two. Next, trinomial. It is an algebraic expression with three terms. So, ito naman, trinomial, tri comes from the word tri means three. So, it is an algebraic expression daw na may tatlong terms. Last is multinomial is an algebraic expressions with four or more terms. So, kapag tinawag natin siyang multinomial, ito ay ang mga algebraic expressions na may apat o higit pang mga terms. Let us explore what is a degree. Well, degree is the highest or the greatest power of a variable in a polynomial equation. These are the degrees of polynomials. Constant, a polynomial with a degree of 0. Linear, a polynomial with a degree of 1. Ang quadratic naman, a polynomial with a degree of 2. Cubic, a polynomial with a degree of 3. Quartic, a polynomial with a degree of 4. Quintic, a polynomial with a degree of 5. Hexic, a polynomial with a degree of 6. Heptic, a polynomial with a degree of 7. Octic, a polynomial with a degree of 8. Nonic, a polynomial with a degree of 9. Decic, a polynomial with a degree of 10. Undecic, a polynomial with a degree of 11. Duodecic, a polynomial with a degree of 12. These are the sample problems that I have been prepared in my discussion for today. And these are the algebraic expression. Number 1, 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 2x. Next is 2x raised to 4y raised to 4 plus 3y raised to 7. Next, negative 2x raised to 5 plus 3x raised to 4 plus 2x cubed plus 9x squared plus 10x minus 4. Next, 2x squared plus 3xy quantity squared. And lastly, x cubed y z squared quantity squared plus 2x cubed y raised to 4. That these algebraic expressions we will be classified according to the number of terms and the number of the degree. Or the highest degree, I mean. And we will answer it one by one. Our first algebraic expressions given is 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 2x. As we can see, the number of terms is 3. 1, 2, 3. So, when the number of terms is 3, we can classify it as a trinomial. And the degree is 3. We can see in the algebraic expression that the highest exponent in the polynomial is 3. Because in the first term, 2x cubed has a degree, whereas an highest exponent, which is 3. And we call it as cubic. So, in the first algebraic expressions, 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 2x, the number of terms is 3. The degree is 3. And we classify this according to the number of terms as a trinomial, and according to degree as a cubic. Next, number 2. 2x raised to 4, y raised to 4 plus 3, y raised to 7. The number of terms is 2. 1, 2. So, when a polynomial has a number of terms of 2, we call it as a binomial. And we have a degree of 8. Why 8? Because when we in a polynomial with more than one variable, we add the exponent for each term together. We have the first term, which is two variables, the x and y. So, the term 2x raised to 4, y raised to 4 has an exponent of 4 in x and 4 in y. So, we add together. 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So, in this polynomial or algebraic expressions, we have a degree of 8. And we call it as a octet. So, in the algebraic expressions number 2, 2x raised to 4, y raised to 4 plus 3y raised to 7, we have a number of terms of 2 with a degree of 8, and we classify it according to the number of terms as binomial, and we classify it according to degree as octet. Next, we have the problem of negative 2x raised to 5 plus 3x raised to 4 plus 2x cubed plus 9x squared plus 10x minus 4. We have the number of terms 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, if the number of terms is 6, we classify it according to number of terms as multinomial. And we have a degree of 5. In the first term, we have the highest exponent, which is 5 in negative 2x raised to 5. So, we classify it according to degree as quintic. Okay. So, in the algebraic expressions, negative 2x raised to 5 plus 3x raised to 4 plus 2x cubed plus 9x squared plus 10x minus 4, we have the number of terms of 6, a degree of 5, and we classify it as a multinomial, and we classify it according to degree as a quintic. Next, we have a problem of 2x squared plus 3xy raised to quantity squared. We cannot classify it immediately because we needed to simplify to have better polynomial or algebraic expressions, because hindi pa siya na-simplify ang ganitong expressions kasi naka-quantity squared pa siya. It can be written as 2x squared plus 3xy times 2x squared plus 3xy. So, we use the FOIL method to simplify the expression. When we say FOIL method, ito yung pag-multiply natin step by step. Example, the first term, we multiply 2x squared to 2x squared. First term. Next, we multiply the outer term, 2x squared multiplied to 3xy. And the inner term, we multiply 3xy times 2x squared. And the last term, which we multiply 3xy times 3xy. So, let's solve. First term, 2x squared times 2x squared is equal to 4x raised to 4. Outer term, 2x squared times 3xy is equal to positive 6x cubed y. Inner term, 3xy times 2x squared is equal to 6x cubed y, right? Last term, we multiply 3xy times 3xy is equal to 9x squared y squared, right? Then, we combine the similar terms. So, we have a similar terms of 6x squared, 6x cubed y, plus 6x cubed y is equal to 12x cubed y. So, we have the answer of 4x raised to 4 plus 12x cubed y plus 9x squared y squared. And this is our simplified algebraic expressions from 2x squared plus 3xy quantity squared. We have the result 4x raised to 4 plus 12x cubed y plus 9x squared y squared. Then, we can now classify it according to the number of terms and classify it according to their degree. Number of terms, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, we can name it as trinomial with a degree of 4, right? 4. Because in the every term has the highest exponent with 4. In the first term, 4x raised to 4, the degree is 4, while in the second term, 12x cubed y, 3 plus 1 is 4 also. 9x squared y squared, 2 plus 2 is 4 also. And we can say it is a quartic. Therefore, in the algebraic expressions 2x squared plus 3xy quantity squared, we have a number of terms of 3 with a degree of 4, and we classify it according to the number of terms as trinomial, right? And we classify it according to degree as a quartic. Last example. We have an algebraic expression x cubed yz squared quantity squared plus 2x cubed y raised to 4. We can see that in the first term, it was not simplified. So, it must first be simplified so that we have simplified algebraic expressions. So, the first term x cubed yz squared quantity squared, we can be written it as x cubed yz squared times x cubed yz squared. We multiply the variables to simplify the expression. We multiply x cubed times x cubed is equal to x raised to 6, right? Y times y is equal to y squared, right? Z squared times z squared is equal to z raised to 4. So we have the simplified expressions as x raised to 6, y squared, z raised to 4. So, it is a simplified version of x cubed yz squared quantity squared plus 2x cubed y raised to 4. It can be written as this. X raised to 6, y raised to 2, z raised to 4 plus 2x cubed y raised to 4. Then, we can identify the number of terms. 2, 1, and 2. We have the numbers of terms of 2, then we can classify it as a binomial with a degree of 12. In the first term, there are 3 variables, x, y, z, and it has the exponents 6, 2, and 4. So we add the exponents, 6, 2, and 4. 6 plus 2 plus 4 is equal to 12. So, when the degree is 12, we can classify it as a duodecic. Therefore, in the algebraic expressions x cubed y z squared quantity squared plus 2x cubed y raised to 4, the number of terms is 2, and the degree is 12. And we classify it according to the number of terms as a binomial. And we classify it according to degree as a duodecic. Okay, for the review, for the sort of review and the summarization, we can say that the monomial is an algebraic expression with only one term. Binomial is an algebraic expression with two terms. Trinomial, algebraic expression with three terms, and multinomial, algebraic expression with four or more terms. This is we name algebraic expressions according to the number of terms. And algebraic expressions are also named according to the degrees: constant with a degree of 0, linear degree of 1, quadratic degree of 2, cubic degree of 3, quartic degree of 4, quintic degree of 5, hexic degree of 6, heptic degree of 7, octic degree of 8, nonic degree of 9, decic degree of 10, undecic degree of 11, and the decic and the degree of 12. Okay, thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something.